Today's horoscope, Gemini November 24th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The Sun has recently begun its month-long transit of your partnership sector, pointing to a more sociable phase of the year. It's a good time to recognize the need for a different perspective on your life and boost key relationships. A project may bloom now, and you're turning a corner, looking for new interests or things to do. Your broader focus turns to partnerships, negotiations, and self-expression through your relationships. It's an excellent time to examine your expectations of others. You can be more sensitive to imbalances in your life, and you may be seeking more harmony in the weeks ahead. Today, however, you could have a misunderstanding between you and someone concerning your goals or direction. Or, uncertainties related to life plan goals or a lack of solid game plan or structure may be seeping into your relationship experience. Even if you are not yet sure of your direction, it's best to handle whatever you can manage so that you don't fall behind. The moon's journey throughout the lunar cycle is always fascinating to watch. This is because she ever so carefully and elegantly tries on the style, temperament, and fashion of each zodiac sign as she forges on through. Today, as she spins in the heavens of Virgo, she will channel this sign's grounded in practical energy. This will bring a predominantly intellectual flair to the cosmic vibration at this time, allowing you to assess, analyze, and understand the details in your life and relationships. Consider how you make pleasure, romance, and intimacy a part of your routine. A conversation could go the distance. Fateful interactions might lead to something remarkable, as Mars in Leo trines the North Node in Aries and sextiles the South Node in Libra. A destined conversation with a colleague could take place on or offline. Maybe you will bump into someone while getting coffee or may feel the urge to reach out via social media. Regardless of how it comes to be, this conversation could inspire you and your colleague to do something differently. There might even be a chance to work together in the future. You may have the feeling that things are out of control. If you open up to all that you are feeling, you may become afraid or overwhelmed. It may help you to do some grounding exercise in order to remind yourself that you are in a human body. The regularity with which you exercise will affect the degree you feel overwhelmed in your life. Drinking plenty of water is the second half of the exercise equation. Be aware that your body may need more minerals and vitamins, depending on the stress level you experience. You're sure to enjoy the vibration of this day. Your interests are likely to be of a social and fun nature. You can expect to really enjoy any contact you have throughout the day, and if meetings are on your agenda, you're sure to flourish. Your ability to express yourself is a real asset when it comes to group communication. Seize the opportunity to make progress in your career. Share your thoughts and ideas openly and freely with those you encounter. It is just as the Sun is settling into his first full day in your relationship sector that the Moon leaves your communication sector. While the Moon isn't sticking around, not only is he leaving Mars behind in your communication sector, but Mercury, the planet of communication, has been in your relationship sector since earlier in the month. With both slowing ahead of retrograde turns that will keep them here for the rest of the year, as the solar settles onto your relationships, it is also shining a light on the built-in support from the communication gods from the start. It is just as the Sun is settling into his first full day in your relationship sector that the Moon is wrapping up its monthly visit to your communication sector. With Mars not only in your communication sector for the rest of the year, but Mercury, the planet of communication, in your communication sector for the rest of the year as well, there is wraparound support from the communication gods from the start. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's cosmic energy is all about you, your desires, your ambitions, and your journey toward fulfillment. With Mars in bold Leo forming a trine with the North Node in courageous Aries and a sextile with the South Node in harmonious Libra, the stars are urging you to embrace your needs and focus on the life you want to create. This isn't about selfishness in the negative sense. It's about prioritizing your well-being and chasing your dreams unapologetically. Have you ever felt torn between doing what others expect and pursuing what truly makes your heart sing? Today, the stars are giving you permission to let go of external pressures and focus on your own desires. Early in the day, you might find yourself concerned with meeting others' expectations, but as the day progresses, you'll notice a shift, a powerful urge to put yourself first. It's not selfish to prioritize your happiness, it's necessary. Think about it, when you're fulfilled and thriving, you can show up better for the people around you. What's one goal or dream you've been putting off because of fear or obligation? You may find yourself drawn to someone today, perhaps unexpectedly. Whether or not this person is available, it's important to tread carefully. Attraction can be exciting, but it's also a reminder to reflect on your deeper needs. Are you longing for connection, adventure, or validation? These feelings can guide you to better understand what you truly desire in your relationships. With all this fiery Mars energy fueling your ambitions, it can be tempting to take on everything at once. But let's be honest, trying to do too much can leave you and those around you feeling overwhelmed. If you're juggling multiple commitments, today's alignment encourages you to hit pause, reassess, and set more realistic expectations. Remember, slowing down isn't a sign of weakness, it's a strategy for long-term success. Think about a time when taking a step back actually helped you move forward. What did you learn? Share your wisdom. We could all use a reminder to pace ourselves. If you've been thinking about making a financial move, whether it's investing your savings, starting a new venture, or even treating yourself to something meaningful, today is an excellent day to take action. The energy between Venus and Saturn encourages practical yet inspired decision-making, and people around you are likely to offer honest and trustworthy advice. The alignment of Mars with the North Node also opens the door to forming new connections. Whether through a shared hobby, a spontaneous encounter, or a deep conversation, today's energy supports building relationships that could last a lifetime. You might even discover a creative spark in these interactions, perhaps a collaboration or a new project idea. Have you ever met someone who instantly felt like they belonged in your life? Tell us about that connection. It's always uplifting to hear stories of serendipity and how the universe brings the right people together at the right time. While today is filled with opportunities to focus on yourself, remember to balance ambition with reflection. The South Node in Libra reminds us that harmony is key. Avoid acting impulsively or chasing recognition at the expense of others' feelings. Instead, take a moment to check in with your inner compass. Today is a reminder that prioritizing yourself is not just okay, it's essential. By focusing on your ambitions, deepening your relationships, and making thoughtful decisions, you're laying the foundation for a brighter, more fulfilling future. So, what's one thing you're excited to focus on today? Whether it's a personal goal, a creative project, or simply reconnecting with someone you love, share it with us in the comments. Let's inspire each other to embrace our power and make the most of this incredible energy. The universe is cheering you on. Go out there and shine.